Happy Halloween, Pisces. Welcome to your October 2015 Runescope with me. My name is Amanda. Let's jump right in and see what October holds for the fishes. I'm going to remind you, as I always do, that these are general readings. So not all of these messages will apply to you, but rather they will be for your fellow Pisceans. You can watch the video for your rising sign. That will give you some additional messages and information regarding what's going to be happening for you in October. Of course, the only way to get a reading only for you, where all the messages are for you, is to schedule an appointment with me. I do those on Skype. And it is $65 for 30 minutes. Just drop me a line at the email address in this video or below this video if you want to set up an appointment. If you're on a mobile device, just tap that little arrow beneath the video. That'll open the details section. But my email address is runescopes4u@gmail.com. That's the number 4 and the letter U. Just drop me a line and we'll get you set up. Also wanted to mention I will be offering one final rune course for 2015 if you want to learn how to read the runes for yourself. And that session is going to run November 2nd through December 7th. So it will be done and over with well before the holidays. If you would like to sign up for that, or if you'd just like more details, drop me a line at the same email address. The deadline to sign up for that is Thursday, October 29th at 12 p.m. So make sure you get in touch with me before then if you want to sign up. But let's see what we've got coming up for Pisces in October. Okay. What your focus is going to be on your closest partnerships, Pisces, or creating a close partnership with someone. Because you have the Moon card coming up here as your focus. It's in the reverse. So the Moon card sometimes comes up to indicate illusion in the reverse. And with these runes, for you, it would be around, and this may be someone that you haven't spoken to in some time. This is somebody that you have from your past, that you kind of left this situation behind. So this could be a former partner, a former lover, a friend or family member that you kind of broke ties with in the past. And I'm also using the Vampire Tarot, just for those, since everybody always asks about the deck. This is by Natalie Hertz, just to kind of get in the spirit of Halloween. But so I wanted to get that out there since everybody always asks about that. But the Moon card in reverse can also talk about, someone who is emotionally or mentally unstable. So there could be messages or information coming to you about someone who's dealing with that. You may be in a relationship where you are dealing with someone who is, there's just instability, there's illusions, maybe dishonesty, lies around. And now, again, Pisces, this doesn't have to be you. This can be someone you're close to that's dealing with this, and you find out about it. Now, some of you may be just trying, this is maybe a situation that you got out of. Maybe this is the situation you left behind, a former relationship, a former partnership, and you're really focused in October on finding a new partner or finding someone to move forward with or moving past this in some way. So whether you are trying to start over with someone from the past or completely remove yourself, and get closure on a past situation, I feel like that's going to be your focus in October. Some of you may be traveling or moving in October, or you may be focused on that. You may be focused on planning a trip or even taking a vacation in October. There may be something that comes up unexpectedly, but I think it will be a trip for pleasure, and I do think you will have a good time. you know, if you're planning a trip, you may want to hold off on committing to too much until after October 9th, because that does seem to be the time, that's the time when Mercury goes direct. So that can be a better time for making plans, or, you know, anything to do with vehicles in particular. Now you may, some of you, you've got the Eight of Swords coming up here, also. So this card talks about, you know, feeling like you can't move forward in some way. And paired with Pedro, you may feel like there's something that happens that hinders you in October from moving forward. Maybe it's something that just takes your focus. And, you know, it could be this other situation, this person close to you, or this person from the past who is you know, kind of, you don't have all the information though, because this is the rune of the hidden. So until you get further information, you feel like you can't really move forward. You need more info. But again, with the Eight of Swords, it's a mental thing. You know, you can walk out of this anytime you want. You may just feel like you don't have all of the information. So you may kind of be imprisoning yourself here a little bit, mentally, Pisces. And now there may be something coming to light in October that, you know, again, from the past, I'm getting a lot of this is from the past. I don't really feel like this is so much happening in October. It's maybe just contact, or someone coming back around, or an issue that was dealt with before coming up again. And I mean, it really is one that's kind of tripped you up, because you just don't get it. This is a person you just don't understand their motivations, their actions, because again, they seem to be kind of wacky, or not logical, not overly, you know, this person's overly emotional. And, you know, so you may be comforting someone in October, or just having to deal with someone who's very irrational, Pisces. And, you just don't get them. So they are like an enigma wrapped in a conundrum, or a puzzle wrapped in an enigma, whatever that saying is. And you don't get that. Now, for some of you, maybe you are going through a breakup, because this can also be talking about leaving a relationship behind. So maybe, you know, this happened in September and it has left you feeling very raw and emotional in October, Pisces. And of course, you know, anyone can understand that. We've all been there. So, I mean, you may feel like, you know, you can't really do anything. You can't really move forward until you're past this. And you just want to know when you're going to be past this, but you know that no one has that answer. So, you know, just try to change your thought patterns if that's the case, Pisces, in October. Definitely don't drown your sorrows. You know, for some of you who've had a problem with an addiction in the past, this could reawaken that. Make sure you seek help, you know, or call a sponsor, or talk to a friend. You know, don't succumb to that, because you got a lot going for you, Pisces. It's just maybe in one area where that could kind of muck up everything else. So if you let it get to you. The Eight of Swords is about, you know, letting worries and things intrude on your peace of mind. So try not to let that happen in October, Pisces. Now, the help that's going to be available to you with the Three of Pentacles is you have other people cooperating or willing to help you, willing to be there for you. And for some of you, maybe this is in a financial sense. So, you know, maybe this is a divorce and you're having to, you know, get a lawyer, but you don't have the money. And you know, you have people who will help you. You know, all you have to do is ask. So, but some of you, again, I get this disconnect. Like, this is somebody close to you going through this. So for some of you, again, this is someone else dealing with, an overly emotional or unstable person. And maybe this is the person that is going through a difficult life lesson and they come to you for your help, or they come to you for your cooperation. So, now those of you, this can also be a work situation where you're putting a lot of effort in. You are, so I do feel like those of you who are maybe having a more difficult or tumultuous personal life, throwing yourself into your work or throwing yourself into, something that you are creating, putting a lot of effort into something is going to be what leads you to, just what kind of takes your attention off of whatever this situation is. That's causing you worry or causing you concern. Throw yourself into a creative project or your work. That's going to take your attention off of things, and it's leading to something as well. It's necessary that you work hard in October, Pisces. So a lot of you are going to be really throwing yourself into that, and you may have to take time out to deal with this situation. You may resent that, honestly, Pisces, because some of you may just be, I'm busy. I'm working on this situation. I'm working on this project. I'm working a lot this month. I don't have time for this, craziness. I don't have time for people who have been upsetting to me, upsetting my peace of mind, upsetting my focus. I don't have time for that. But, I feel like you'll have time to do both. You can deal with this situation. Just don't let it get you down, Pisces. And if you need help, ask for it, because there are people who will help you, for sure. And I do see effort, though, going into work. Now, what can't be changed about October, we do unfortunately have the Three of Swords. So the Three of Swords talks about betrayal, deception. You may find out that some people have been talking bad about you or gossiping about you, because of the rune we have coming up is menace in the reverse. And for a lot of you, this may be on the job. So you may find that someone may have been saying bad things about you or bad things about your business, or this could be coworkers. Or maybe you find out that they're, I don't see you losing a job or anything, because you have Fehu in the upright. If that is the case, and you get laid off or something out of nowhere, there's quickly going to be something to replace it. Maybe you were already looking, but with Fehu here in the upright, money will be good. So, but there's something maybe you're just dealing with difficult clients, or dealing with people who say one thing and then do another, very hypocritical types. But be careful who you share any plans with, especially about your finances in October, Pisces. Really kind of play your cards close to your chest about your plans financially, or your plans with job or money, because someone could betray you in some way, or maybe steal one of your ideas, or and you say it was their own, or maybe you're looking for a new job and you share that with a coworker, and then they tell everyone else, and it gets back to your boss, and it can be that kind of thing. So I feel like a lot of October can be, you can rein in these energies by basically not talking, not sharing your plans with others. It's not time. It's not going to serve you. But you could feel opposed by coworkers, or opposed by a group of people. Could be family, but it seems like it has a financial. Maybe you're just feeling that way, and you've been looking for a job. You want to get out of a situation. You've been trying to make more money, or you want to be paid appropriately, but there are just no opportunities out there. And maybe in October, you're getting a bit frustrated. I do think by the end, though, you will find something, Pisces. So if that's been the case, it's like, oh, I'm stuck here. I don't, these people hate me, and I don't like them. you know, but I can't find anything. Hang on till the end of October there, Pisces, because I think you'll find that a lot more viable options may be available. Now, I do feel like there is some sort of disruptive, surprising energy around, and you have strength, the strength card coming up in the reverse. And this card can sometimes show up when we say you get angry and then you really kind of overdo it in what you say. You know, those things that they say, well, you know, once it's out, you can't take it back. It's that kind of thing. So again, it kind of comes back to reining in those emotions. Someone may really tick you off in October, Pisces, and but it could jeopardize you know, it could jeopardize you. It could jeopardize something for you if you kind of blow up. The best approach is going to be to keep your cool, and that may be what you're fretting about in silence. It's like, I can't, you know, let loose and lay into this person, and not being able to do so is really frustrating me, you know. So that could be what this Eight of Swords is about. Is like, you have to keep it under wraps, you have to keep it to yourself, but you really, really, really want to lay into someone, you really want to go off on someone, but you can't. And because if you do, I just feel like it's going to disrupt something for you. It's going to damage something for you, Pisces. It's going to create stress where there already is some stress here, and it's really not going to do you any good. So if you can keep that in mind, you know, some of you may feel like your strengths are being used against you. You may feel like your gifts or your talents are being used against you in October in some way with strength in reverse, out of the blue. So, yeah, I mean, it can be a month of just gossipy and people snarking. If that's the case, Pisces, I feel like this is not a new situation. You already know who these people are when I'm talking to you right now, whether it's coworkers, family, whatever. You know, and this may be a situation, again, that you thought was dead and over with, and here it is resurging, rearing its ugly head. And you may really want to give someone a piece of your mind, but I would say wait until after these energies in October die down, because it seems like you would do yourself more harm than good. And I know that's hard to do. Believe me, I know. When you really, really want to let someone have it, and they deserve it. Or at least from your point of view. You know, because we are always stuck in our own heads. You have a lot to be positive about, though, Pisces. I don't feel like this is like the whole month is going to be bad. This is just one situation that keeps popping up and keeps rearing its head, and you really just want to take your sword and cut the head off of that dragon. But for whatever reason, it's not the time to do it, or you're not the one to do it. Because again, I feel like for some of you, this is someone else's problem. You're just kind of dragged in by extension. And, you know, so the time is not quite ripe. Either that or it's not your battle. So, and I feel like no one's listening to this person anyway. No one of importance, no one important to you is listening to whoever this backstabbing individual is. So that's what I see, Pisces, for October. Not the greatest reading, but again, I feel like this is just one aspect. I don't feel like it's going to color the whole month. Those of you who are focused on new partnerships, that actually may move forward, or at least you may be taking steps in October for that to happen. So I would focus on that. Focus on creative projects, your work. Don't give naysayers or gossipers any credence. You know, it's going to work out, but it may not work out until November. But yeah, just bite your tongue. Your tongue may be bleeding in October, Pisces. I'm not gonna lie. You may really, really, you know, so meditate, do whatever, you know, throw yourself into your interests, focus on your life and focus on where you're going. Because whoever these naysayers are, or the situation you're moving away from, whoever that is, they're part of your past. They're not part of where you're going, and they shouldn't be, because they were holding you back in some way. So that's what I see for October, Pisces. Do have a wonderful Halloween. And I'll see you back here in November.